The Hornets continue to struggle from deep.
Wes, hold on. We have to address.
Oh, no.
When no one could see it, even the people on YouTube couldn't see it, but Wes was getting into that bump jam that we were
Was
playing.
he? That's excellent. So you like the beats that we're dropping here every day, Wes. There you go. You can only check this out on YouTube. By the way, I don't know why I just did that whole segment. I'm going to lift this mic up. I mean, get this thing out of here. I mean, I don't know.
The double mic, man. The double up.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't even want one mic in my face, let alone two. So I'm sorry about that. Let me pop that thing right back up. If they struggle again from deep tonight against Boston, then there is one thing going in the favor of Charlotte. It's their fast break opportunities. They're second in the NBA, scoring 16 fast break points per game. And Terry Rozier leads the Hornets, averaging 2.9. Maybe not somebody I would have thought. Maybe transition threes would come into play there, but not exactly the guy that is going to go dunk it on you and finish in the paint. Terry Rozier does lead this team, though, in fast break points, averaging 2.9. Wes, is that the key? Even if they struggle shooting from deep, are they going to have to try to get out and transition as much as possible?
Definitely. We're talking about the top team in the NBA as far as transition buckets, and that was one of the things that plagued them against the Clippers as well. The Clippers did a good job of limiting that to a degree. So they need to do that, and they need to continue attacking the paint. That's the number one thing you have to do. When you see your shots not falling, LaMelo's been doing a lot of that lately. Miles has been up there when you're talking about NBA forwards and points in the paint. I believe he's been averaging around 10, 11 points in the paint per game over a 10-game stretch. So they just have to continue to be aggressive. I definitely believe in sports in general, you make your own luck. So I think that, if you realize early on, hey, we're not shooting the ball from three as much, you have the athletes and you have the spacing because of how you play, that allows you better chances to get to the basket. And then once you start to do that, you start to break the defense down from inside out, and then you can dish and find guys for some open threes, and hopefully they go down.
Yeah, it's really important in this game against the Boston Celtics because the Celtics do one thing very well, and that is defend in the half court. They're fourth in the league this season, according to Cleaning the Glass, in points per possession allowed. In transition, though, all transition, they are actually 17th in the league in points per possession. It's because they turn the ball over a lot, and when they turn the ball over, that's easy transition points. Off live rebounds, they're a lot better at not allowing those transition buckets to happen. So, the Hornets have to be aggressive on the ball. That's Terry Rozier, that's LaMelo Ball creating those steal opportunities and manufacturing offense, because Boston is not going to give you a lot of easy opportunities in the half court. And I also don't think there's one other thing that happened in that last Boston game that they won that I don't think is going to happen again, and that's Jason Tatum having just a completely off night. That allowed the Hornets to win that game. And so I think Jason's going to remember that game, and he's going to play a lot better, and the Hornets have to be ready for that.
Yeah, I think he absolutely will. In fact, I think it was the very next game they played, or maybe it was 2 games after that against the Wizards, where Tatum was absolutely flames from deep, and they've been playing better in their last 5. They've won 4 of their last 5, had a bad loss to Atlanta on the road, but Atlanta has been playing very well recently, having beaten Charlotte as well. They beat Boston actually beat Miami 122-92, and so shorthanded Miami team.
They were missing a lot of players, but yes, hopefully Miami's missing those same players when the Hornets play them a couple nights from now.
They could catch that break for sure, and so we'll see what they're able to do against Boston tonight. Is there anything you remember, Wes, from that Boston game that you would like to see replicated in this matchup on the road once again?
I mean, I would just like to see you talking about the very last time they played them, right?
Yeah, just the last time that they were able to play, and then you see Jason Tatum missing those shots for sure. We would like to see that happen once again.
And then he got in foul trouble too, right?
And so they won 111-102 last time. I'm trying to pull up the box score here real quickly. It was Terry Rozier who hit 6 of 11 from 3. Miles Bridges 9 of 17, hit 22 points, and then it was Kelly and Jalen combining for 30 off of the bench. And I guess that's going to be the problem, right? Like, if hopefully Kelly goes, at least that's what we've been hearing, that, as you mentioned, Doug, from Rod Boone, kind of putting that out there earlier today. They still don't have Jalen. We don't know about Gordon Hayward, I don't think, yet, but he even scored only 5 points in this last one. So I think with the way that the bench hasn't really shown up here recently, if Kelly has a little rust coming back, then you probably have to have PJ not have an abysmal shooting night. Give me 45% with a couple of threes, and maybe that'll help you in the second unit.
Yeah, they have so many guys, that they can rely on. But like you said, you do want to see those scenarios. Kelly, to me, he's had a couple of games where he's been a little bit off, a little rusty, man. But this guy, I mean, he's been so consistent for them all year. I almost bank on the fact that he's going to come in. Mm-hmm. I can pretty much pencil him in for the 16 that he averages. I mean, he comes in and he's just instant offense all the time. So, and the thing I like about Kelly, too, is, he is very underrated, in my opinion, at getting to the cup as well. I think he gets to the rack pretty good when he wants to do that as well, especially once he gets it going. So, like I said, I think that he'll come out and he'll play well. I just want to see them just play hard and really play with a sense of urgency tonight. And let Terry, you need some extra psychological motivation. Just let Terry go in there back to back and rip his team. Just keep playing for that, because we saw that the last game that they enjoyed that. Terry was enjoying coming back to his old stomping grounds and getting the win and showing them what he's evolved into here in Buzz City. So I just want to see more of that camaraderie and guys just come out and just really play like they're upset that they lost that last game to the Clippers that I felt they shouldn't have lost. Especially Kids Day.
Yeah, yeah.
not in front of the kids.
Not in front of the babies. Come on,
someone think of the children. I mean, keys to the game for me: get physical with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown early. That's what helped them against Tatum. Tatum was just missing shots, but also they frustrated him early in that game and really kept him from getting into a groove. So that has to be the focus of the defense early on. And then, Boston does not have an elite bench. I mean, it's Grant Williams, it's Schroeder, it's Josh Richardson. So, that's not they rely on those guys pretty exclusively off the bench. So that's beatable. So hopefully Kelly Oubre comes back in this game and gives them the shooting punch that they've been so desperately missing, and they get the win against Boston. I'm ready to wear the big dub hat again.
Yeah, we need it. I think that would be great. By the way, this was the last game that James Bouknight wasn't really in the rotation at any point. It was the very next time that he would go play against the OKC Thunder, and has even received more minutes after that. So as we talk about that bench, Kelly Oubre coming back, is that enough to keep Bouknight
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if he gets any minutes.
Yeah, something to watch for. All right, that'll do it for West Wednesdays. We got to move on. I'm going to go solo. I've got something else we got to do, and so we're going to put this interview out there on YouTube, so make sure you check us out there. You can watch Wes leave immediately upon starting the show, and then he comes back in a San Francisco L type of shirt. I'm sorry about that, man, but hey, at least they had a good regular season, right? At least they were able to get back in there. Sorry about that. We'll let you go. Wes got range. Follow him on Twitter. Follow him on the gram. We appreciate it, man. We'll see you next week.
No doubt. Catch you fellas, man. Love y'all.
Absolutely. Appreciate you hopping on. We love Wes, too. I'm sure the listeners do as well.
This is Locked On Hornets.
Then I clicked on M. Thomas. I'm like, who the hell is M. Thomas? Matt Thomas is his name.
NBA legend, Matty Thomas. Matt
he
Thomas.
Didn't play at all.
I'm pretty sure Matt Thomas served me at an Applebee's the other day.
It's time for more of the Locked On Hornets podcast.